Good evening, sir. We are the Team Yasu. Today we are going to demonstrate the functionality test of our POS or point of sale system.
So starting from 01 user, which is the user login functionality. So user login, the user should be able to log in successfully. So start the application or websites in the access the login page, which is this. So start enter a valid username and password in the given input fields. So click click on the login button, proceed with the login. Veri- verify the Verify that once logged in, the user will redirected to the home page or dashboard. So try logging in with a valid set of credentials by clicking the login button. Confirm that an appropriate error message, for example, the credential do not match our record. So going back to the credentials. So next, number two, which is the sidebar links functionality. So descriptions of verify sidebar links functionality. So clicking I clicking on each sidebar links that which is consists of dashboard, products, POS, sales, sales reports, settings, and logout should navigate correctly. So this one, dashboard, product, POS, sales report, settings, and logout. So once the user is redirected to the homepage, find the find the sidebar navigation panel and identify all the links available in the sidebar. Once once the menu, which is this one, once the menu is clicked, the sidebar will be minimized, which is this. So clicking on each link one by one, which is what I did earlier. So this one, validate that each link is clicked and it will navigate to the appropriate page. So validate that the content of the target page load properly. So the actual outcomes of each sidebar links redirected to the correct pages. Moving to the next part, which is the dashboard functionality. So verify that the dashboard correctly display data such as order count, income, and and other relevant data. So dashboard loads with accurate data for orders, income, and other relevant data and updates in real time. So navigate to the dashboard. Check the dashboard that correctly display the total number of orders, the total incomes, and other data. So check whether the dashboard update automatically if real time or require manual replace to display a new data. So to give an example, so ay, di naman siya so actual outcome, the actual outcome of the dashboard display the correct values for other counts, income, and other data. So with this one. So that's all for the three parts of the functionalities of our system.
So the fourth one is create or adding product functionality. So create or add new products to the list. So the expected outcome is the user should be able to add a new product. So the first step is to navigate to the products page. Then click on create product. Then input valid uh, details such as name, description, image, but it's optional, price, quantity, and then status. Then after, click the create button to submit the new product. Then verify that the product appears in the product list. Okay, so next, let's attempt to add a product with missing or invalid details. So create product, then or don't put, just put missing. Oh, then will indicate it will indicate error. Bali, the name or the name field is empty. So so the actual outcome for creating or adding product functionality is was successfully or pass. So the product was successfully added and listed. So so the fifth one is the update product functionality. So expected outcome is user should be able to update an existing product. So first, navigate to the product page, then select an existing product to update. Select any product, then uh, modify the product details such as name, description, price, or quantity or status. Then after you change the information, just click the update button to apply the changes. Then to verify that the update product details appear correctly in the product list. So let's attempt to update the product with invalid or missing details. Then it will indicate error that the name or the price is field is empty. Just put empty. Oh. Then it will indicate error. So the actual outcome is the product details were successfully updated and saved. So the update product functionality pass. Next, the sixth one is the delete product functionality. So the expected outcome is the user should be able to delete an existing product. So first is navigate to the product page, then identify the product to be deleted or select any product to be deleted, then click delete button with associated with the product. Confirm the deletion action in the confirmation prompt, like example, are you sure? Do you really want to delete this product? Click yes if you want to delete the yes, delete it if you want to delete the product, then click no if you don't want to delete. click yes, delete. So verify that the product is no longer displayed in the list. So the product is, after deletion, the product is no longer displayed in the product list. So the actual outcome, the product was successfully deleted from the list. So the delete product functionality pass. So next,
So the next one is view product transaction functionality. Description: view product transaction. Um, Expected outcome. User should be able to view product transaction details like transaction ID, product name, image, quantity, total, price, created at, updated at. So first step, navigate the product page. Second is locate the product for which transactions need to be viewed. Next is click on the view button associated with the product and verify that the transaction history or details are displayed correctly. Actual outcome is only proceed to the transaction page or interface with no data display. Next one is checkout functionality. Description: verify checkout process. Expected outcome: user should be able to complete the checkout process. Test execution step. First step is navigate the point of sale page and check out for the items. Second is select items to check out. Third one is click on the checkout button to proceed. Fourth is click the receive button to check out the purchase. Then check out more than stock availability and confirm the appropriate error message or display. Click OK. Actual outcome. Checkout was successfully completed with correct total details displayed. Next.
Kena. So the test case 09 is cancel checkout functionality. The description: verify cancel the checkout. And then the expected outcome: user should be able to cancel an action or process. Then the test execution steps: first, click the cancel button to cancel the action. Then the second is confirm that the action is cancelled and the cart is empty. Then third is verify that no changes are saved as a result of the cancelled action. Then the actual outcome: action was a successful cancelled and no changes were saved. Then test case 10, search bar functionality. The description, search product with a valid keyword. Then expected outcome, product search returns relevant results. Then the step execution, navigate to the point of sale page where receipts are available. 2. Navigate to the search bar. Then third, enter a valid product name or keyword into the search field. Then fourth, press enter to initiate the search process. Then fifth, confirm that the search results are relevant to the entered keyword and that the correct products are displayed. And the sixth is ensure no error message appear if a valid keyword is used. Then the actual outcome, product results will return as expected outcome.
So the 11th functionality of our system is the download receipt functionality. So confirm that the receipt download functionality works correctly. So first is the navigate to the sales report page where receipts are available. So as you can see in the screen, it's the sales report page. Next is select a transaction with a downloadable receipt. So click on the download receipt button. Click the button. So fourth is verify that the receipt is downloaded in the correct file format or PDF with accurate details. So check it. Fifth is open the downloaded receipt to confirm. So the expected outcome of this is receipt was successfully downloaded as a PDF. So and the actual outcome is receipt was successfully downloaded as a PDF. Can you open it, JV? So as you can see, the receipt is passed. So the next functionality is the filter functionality. Verify that the filter functionality works correctly for the sales report. So the expected outcome for this is sales report is filtered accurately based on the selected date range. So as you can see, the date drop down. So navigate to the sales report page. Second is select a filter option such as date range. So please select a date, JV. So click the filter button to generate a filtered report. And fourth, confirm that the sales report only displays data matching the selected criteria. So as you can see, JV selected the certain date and filter it, and it appears that it is correctly based on the criteria. So the sales report filtered correctly based on the criteria. So it is a pass. So next, Jobert.
For the first functionality is the update setting functionality. For the description, update the user settings as expected outcome is user settings are successfully updated and actual outcome is settings updated as expected. For the test execution steps, for the first steps is the navigate to the settings page. For the second steps is input valid data into the respective fields. and click the the settings button to submit changes. Fourth steps is revisit settings page to ensure the updated data is displayed and saved correctly. For the 14th functionality is the logout functionality. To the description, verify the logout functionality works correctly. For the expected outcome, user is successfully logged out and redirect to the login page. For the actual outcome, user was logged out and redirect to the login page. For the test execution steps is to navigate to the logout button and locate it to the sidebar. For the second steps is to click the logout button. Third, to verify the session ends and the user directed to the login page. And that's it. That's all.
So that's all, sir. Thank you.